Hello, happy, it's only Tuesday, not Thursday. Hello, Oreo. Where are you? Over here. Melvin is having a little wee. Thanks, Melvin. Honestly. Hello, Rusty. Hello, Hedwig. Harley is eating as per usual. And the goaty doties are all in here. Milo's just having a rest under a hay bag for easy eating. And we're having dilemmas in this barn, I'm afraid. This is the goat bed. We have upgraded to the king-size version, and it was working out really, really, really well until the two small goats, this is Mr. Larry and Mr. Earl over here. Yes, Earl. Hi, Melvin. My favourite, don't tell him. There's Earl. They have decided that they actually prefer the goat bed, and Milo and Melvin are a bit perturbed because they've not been sleeping in the bed, because Mr. Cheeky Face here, yes, you, he and his brother are in the bed. So Janine has very kindly said that I can have one of the similar sized troughs that are on Goldie's, and I shall bring it over so that we have enough beds for all the goats. I don't know why you think you need a king-size bed, though, because you're tiny, 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 little Mr. Mischief. He is so sweet. His wee blue eyes. Aren't you? You my handsome boy. So Melvin and Milo here, they're getting their last set of vaccinations on Thursday because Dr. Parrott is coming to this farm here. Percy is going to get the vaccinations that we need to get him into Tufts to have him dealt with, shall we say. And we're going to have a look at everybody's teeth because we really enjoy that, don't we? He's like, what do you mean? So that's Thursday. So Thursday is going to be a really very busy day here, not least because we also happen to have a big outreach visit it's the same day, and it's between 3 and 5 o'clock. And this is the visit that we did last year where Brentwood put on a sort of like event for their staff and their family. So there's a lot of children. I seem to remember there was balloon hats and lots of music. Yes, Harley-Barley. Yes. You my wee love. I know. I love you. And I still love you. You're still the best boy. So there's a big event, and that's between 3 and 4. So it's going to be a very busy day on Thursday. And we'll take it from there. But I think it's going to be quite a large team that goes out, because we'll have Mandy, we'll have and just so everybody knows, no, she is not pregnant. We just can't get her any slimmer down the sides. She's in very good condition, and I think that's just the way her muscles have gone. So she's just Harley, and we just love her. So there. So we're going to be taking maybe the rabbit, the 2 chickens, and a couple of dogs. We're thinking about taking Percy, but we'll see what sort of mood he's in after he has had his vaccines. He might not be in the most biddable of moods. One never can tell. So what's been happening? This was a really busy weekend. Nick and I did lots of barn cleaning here, and the barn is in shipshape condition. And because thankfully Nick is very domesticated and he's far more organised than I am. So we're in good shape going ahead here. And I went to Newburyport Council on Ageing, where we saw 65 people with Bella. And it was really super, because the lady who is one of the directors up there, I'm trying to work out how to turn this thing back round. And you know me and these blinking cameras, they're not my friend. We're just going to have to look at goats, which is probably actually far nicer than looking at me, to be honest. So they actually asked for everybody's attention, and they asked Bella to explain to everybody about her relationship with Ziti and how they work together, which was really quite fascinating. And I think one of the things that came out, and Bella, I'm sure once she does MailChat, will be better able to explain, because Bella has POTS, she has trained Ziti in a very specific way, and it was of great interest because there was somebody there whose daughter also had POTS. And what Bella has trained Ziti to do is when she detects, and this is Bella, this is Ziti detects with Bella, an increase in her heart rate, Ziti comes over to Bella, and Bella lies on the floor and Ziti lies on her legs. And that gives the pressure that's needed for her to start regulating her heart rate, and also it allows the blood to sort of like focus more up towards her chest area and her head. So she does a very specific job that Bella has trained her to do. And it's just interesting, and everybody was absolutely fascinated and had lots of questions. So that was absolutely super. And you know, these are things that I think that there's a really big call for Bella to go out and explain to people the role of, you know, how she's trained her service dog and the different sort of things that they can be used to support. You know, there's very many, I'm obviously boring Hedwig, there's very many different things that people can be supported by via the dogs. So that was interesting. And there's another place that we go to called Methuen Village, and they have asked for somebody to speak about the service dogs, the service dog training. And, you know, it really kind of sounds like, look, I worked out how to do it. It really sounds like that would be a super thing for Bella to be able to do. So that would work out really quite nicely as well. There's just an awful amount of things going on, and it just takes a bit of time to kind of, you know, peel away the layers and find out who's best suited to, because we do very much work as a team, and the team, you know, slots in where they're best placed. So that's an area that we're hoping that we can work alongside Bella to facilitate. So that would be super. So sorry, I'm still suffering from pollen overload. So I think there was a bit of confusion, and I think it maybe came from the Ministry of Misinformation on Monday, and we all know who that is. Percy is not being removed of his testicles on Thursday. He's actually having his vaccinations that he requires in order for us to take him to Tufts to have aforementioned testicles removed. So that's we're not doing a visit to Tufts this week at this precise moment in time, unless it's changed. We'll give him a few days to settle down to make sure that he is comfortable after his vaccines, and then we'll move on and proceed with what we're supposed to be doing. But don't tell Percy, because I think he's going to be very much unimpressed. And I took him. He is in the duck area, and we only have 2 white ducks at the moment. Our Muscovy ducks went up to my friend in Maine, because she has a massive flock of Muscovies, and they're quite difficult ducks. She says ours were much friendlier than hers are. They're quite difficult ducks, purely because they're closer related to geese than they are actually ducks. So they weren't particularly friendly, and they were getting hissier and less part of an organisation. Who's that? It's my boy Milo. Get off. I know, you want to eat my hair. You're not doing that. We've been through this before, Milo. She's taken them because they weren't really suitable for the environment that we have on Goldie's, just because I'm not sure that they would have done anything, but they can get quite aggressive in their hissing. So we have the 2 white ducks left, and Percy is now in with the 2 white ducks. And I think we're in discussion with Janine, there's, what we might do is we might move the turkeys over into that paddock. Not Sally, because she does not get on with the other two turkeys. So we might move Sally into that, the two turkeys into that paddock, and it leaves maybe space for the two cows to go into the Chaos Hill area. So once Janine comes back, I think what we'll do is we'll have a reassessment of just where everybody's sitting and balance our herds, because balancing herds is something that we enjoy doing and we do on a regular basis, because it always changes and the dynamic changes. So it's we'll get everybody best sorted. I am still having problems. Every time I go to put my ducks away, I have not my ducks. Every time I go to put my chickens away, I have at least one goat in with my chickens. These goats can squeeze their way through anything. I'm having words with them. In fact, I sent Nick out last night to go and have words with them. Last night it was Billy Black. And previous nights I have had all four of them in with the chickens. So we're going to be rethinking our defences against the horned goats, because they, quite frankly, are not helping the situation. So, and I think it's quite an easy fix. It's just I'm not very carpentry minded, unfortunately, we'll have to make a smaller entrance to the Eagle house for the chicken side, and take it from there. But honestly, these goats, they just barge their way through anywhere. Anyway, so that's that all sorted. And and we are coming to the end of the month, so if anybody is able to support, that would be very much appreciated, because we have to keep our animals in this to the standard that they have become accustomed. So so bear that in mind. Otherwise, we'll be getting complaints from the donkeys again. So there's a job tomorrow. Can't remember where. There's a job on Thursday, and then there is Rainbow on Friday. And I think at this precise moment in time, I think Carol is busy. I know she is exceptionally busy in the summer. So I'm not sure if there's any times that she will accompany me. I think Justin might come out with me. And I think Bella is coming on Thursday as well. That's a good question. I think Bella is coming on Thursday, but I'm not 100% sure, because things change all the time, and I have problems keeping up with them. I normally wait until they're right upon me and go, so that's what's happening. Right, let me have a looky-see at these questions. Oh, should I go this side? I'm not sure which side. I know. Actually, Carla, they're everybody's favourite goats because they are totally spoiled, and they are just full of nonsense on here. They go and skip and jump out in that paddock with the other two goats. See them back there? It's absolutely hilarious. They're having the time of their life. They're full of nonsense. Now, I'm still going through these questions here. Hello, Hilda. I hope you're feeling much better. There's Jane. And yes, Harley is here. Harley's actually in charge of this paddock. Everybody knows it, and nobody puts a foot wrong, because Harley is not shy about coming forwards to let everybody know what she likes and what she doesn't like. So, so our Miss Harley's got life made quite nicely here. So that's funny, Linda. I haven't seen a fox, nor have I heard anybody making mention of the foxes in the last week. So maybe they've got a better stomping ground. I'm not 100% sure. Jemmy's got a new little brother called Freddie. That's very sweet. Yeah, they're going to get their other bed back because we're having goat wars over the beds. Is my visit on the video? I don't know. I'm not sure. Now, those goats, it's like a squad of 4 naughty boys. They're out in that paddock. They eat in a linear fashion, a horizontal line. They've all got their heads down on the ground. They walk forward together and they just go munch, munch, munch. Then when they've had their fill, they go off and get up to shenanigans and then they come back. They're hilarious. And they've settled in very well. They know the routine. I'm still going through to see if there's any questions. Oh, did a tree nearly fall on top of the trailer? When was that? No, there was no outing today. No, definitely not. I didn't go on one anyway. Henny Penny is at 21%. Thank you, Jerry. Nope. For some reason, I am not losing chickens in the goat area. And what I have noticed is that sometimes one of my roosters, he flies out, but he flies back in again. So they're all there at night time. So they seem to be getting on okay. Oh, you're available on Friday. Carol, it is rainbow. I'll bring you a bunny or chickens. Yeah, I was wondering about Petal and Flower. It's, we need to keep an eye on them. I think, yes, Pam, they do love to eat your shorts. That was Milo trying to eat my hood. I, of course, am wearing my sun shirt today, although it is raining. Yeah. Yeah, they eat anything they can get their little mouths around, don't they? Oh, scorching heat. We don't do scorching heat. Those are very bad words, Roberta, scorching heat. I'm not a fan of that. I hope it cools down for you soon. Oh, was it in Aiken? Oh, thank goodness it wasn't a trailer up here. Oh, yes, I think Aiken, well, I know down south has got some really nasty weather coming in. Crikey. Yeah, that was really lucky. Yes, I have seen Petal and Flower on their table outside by themselves. Janine, I think, may start heading up this weekend. She's actually doing a lot of the jobs down in Aiken, so there's a big event for one of the outreach programs on Friday, so she's going to try and facilitate that. And she's got other animals that she's bringing into the program. She's got other people who she's training up for the program. So I think she's got quite a lot going down there. And, you know, I think this should technically, if we're being sensible about it, it should probably be quite a regular occurrence that she's able to go back and forward. Because with the best will in the world, if there isn't somebody who's on the regular team, it's quite difficult to have new members come in and volunteer to take the animals out, etc. So you really need to oversee it and set it off on a good foot so that everybody's clear about what we're doing, how we're doing it, when we're doing it, and why we're doing it. So from that point of view, you know, she probably needs to go down every, month and a half, every 2 months, just to make sure everything's ticking on. There's a lot of other animals coming in. She's got a couple of chickens. In fact, I think she's got about 6 chickens. There's a rabbit, I think, that's en route, and she's got a new dog, Olive. So there's lots of changes, and it's one of these things, you need to keep on top of it, because if you're not ahead of the changes, the changes take over, and then nobody knows what they're doing. And while we're very good at nobody knowing what they're doing, we try not to have that, believe it or not. Okay, so there we are. That's us. I think I have answered every single question, I'm hoping. And I'm going to go and feed Enzo, because he loves his din-dins at night time, and Boone, and the mule, Misty and Mr. Alfie. So they'll be getting their chili mash. And sounds nice, but it's absolutely ugh. But they enjoy it. So there we are. So have a lovely evening. And who's on tomorrow? Janine's on tomorrow, I think. Ha-ha. So she'll be able to tell you about all the changes that are happening down in Aiken and take you through that. So I will see you all soon. Thank you for joining me. And I'm not sure if it's Bella or myself on Thursday. Or in fact, it might actually be Janine on Thursday because that job goes on until 5 o'clock. So there we go. So I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.